5 Best Places to Visit in California. California is the most populous state in the United States as well as the third largest by area. It's also the most racially and ethnically diverse state in the country, and that diversity has created a cultural melting pot that enriches life for all who reside and visit here. The state has extensive coastal landscape and scenic views for everyone to enjoy, from deserts, beaches, and forests to mountainous wilderness and bustling cityscapes. Needless to say, there is no shortage of amazing things to see in California. We've compiled a list, in no particular order, of some of the Golden State's top spots to help you plan your next trip. Number 5. Lake Tahoe. Straddling the border between California and Nevada in the Sierra Nevada range is Lake Tahoe, a large freshwater lake and a major tourist attraction for both states in which it sits. Lake Tahoe is the second deepest and sixth largest lake by volume in the U.S., as well as being the largest alpine lake in the country. Its impressive size means miles of coastline for resorts and activities that suit every taste, no matter the season. Lake Tahoe is famous as a winter sports haven. There are more than a dozen ski resorts on the California side of the lake offering just about every snow sport one could want, including downhill skiing and snowboarding, cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, sledding, snowbiking, snowtubing, and ice skating. Nightlife options are abundant, from après ski gatherings to fine dining to live music. The fun doesn't stop as the weather warms up. Outdoorsy Tahoe visitors can hike and bike trails up in the mountains or on the lake's picturesque shoreline, and if the sparkling blue waters prove tempting, fishing and boating are available as well. For more easygoing vacation options, tourists can seek out various spas, shopping venues, and art galleries. Recommendation: this scenic half-day hiking and sightseeing tour takes in waterfalls, glaciers, and possible sightings of the occasional bear. Whether you are a photography fan or nature lover, this is the ultimate Lake Tahoe tour. Number 4. Joshua Tree National Park. Yet another park named after a tree, Joshua Tree National Park in southeastern California is known not for forests and greenery but for its captivating, and sometimes surreal, desert landscape. In fact, this park marks the spot where two separate desert ecosystems meet, the Mojave and the Colorado. The weird and wild beauty of gnarled, spiny Joshua trees makes this park a must-see in California. Visitors have several options when it comes to exploring the desert, but careful planning is strongly advised. Deserts are lands of extremes, from scorching summer heat to freezing winter temperatures and even flash floods during the monsoon season from mid-July to early September. Some 300 miles of hiking trails are available, ranging from short and easy to long and challenging. Horseback riding is another popular way to see the park, thanks to 253 miles of designated equestrian trails. Bike riding is also permitted, though the activity is only recommended on backcountry roads. Arguably the best view in the park, however, requires an overnight stay, either on campgrounds or as part of a wilderness backpacking trek. As Joshua Tree National Park is an international dark sky park, visitors who linger after dark are treated to unobstructed views of stars, planets, and comets. Number 3. Palm Springs. Located within the Coachella Valley in Southern California, Palm Springs is a resort city known for its shopping, hotels and spas, and plethora of nearby golf courses. Winter, when snowbirds flock from colder climes to take advantage of Palm Springs' balmy weather, is the high season here. For thousands of years, the area has been inhabited by the Agua Caliente band of Cahuilla Indians, and today more than 10% of the city sits on reservation land. Palm Springs became a playground for Hollywood celebrities in the 20th century. Stars who had holiday homes here include Cary Grant, Lucille Ball, Frank Sinatra, and Kirk Douglas, among many others. Celebrities still use Palm Springs as a hideaway today. Palm Springs is one of the best places to visit in California for admirers of art and architecture, as the city claims to be home to the world's largest concentration of preserved mid-century modern architecture. A self-guided tour of various mid-century houses, estates, and other buildings is almost enough to transport travelers back to the 50s and 60s. There is no shortage of evening entertainment options in Palm Springs, and one notable event is Village Fest, which takes place downtown every Thursday night. This pedestrian street fair features live music, booths with arts and crafts, and snacks from local restaurants. Recommendation: book this fascinating 1.5-hour tour of Palm Springs and see the houses once occupied by the rich and famous, including celebrities from Hollywood's golden years. You will also discover where current celebrities live, so keep your eyes open for some star spotting. Number 2. Redwood National and State Parks. Giant sequoias aren't the only trees to have become California tourist attractions. Redwoods occupy their own share of the limelight. The Redwood National and State Parks complex is home to groves of coast redwoods, the tallest and some of the longest living trees in the world. Park goers can experience the towering trees on walks, drives, bike rides, or overnight camping stays. But tall trees aren't the only attractions. Take advantage of the park's coastal location by seeking out beaches and scenic overlooks. Endert's Beach, for example, enchants visitors with its rugged appearance and opportunities to observe sea stars, crabs, and more in its tide pools. Fans of wildlife might also consider a jaunt to the Klamath River overlook, where the Klamath River meets the Pacific Ocean. Here, eagle-eyed watchers can spy various marine birds and seals. With a bit of luck, and maybe some binoculars, visitors may be able to spot migrating gray whales in the spring or fall. Hikers who aren't afraid to get their feet wet should check out the Fern Canyon Loop Trail. This walk follows a cobbled stream and is distinguished by its small canyon covered in verdant, leafy ferns. A herd of wild elk often treks through the area, adding to its striking beauty. Number 1. Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. On September 25, 1890, President Benjamin Harrison established Sequoia National Park, the second national park in the United States, to specifically protect the giant sequoia trees from logging. 50 years later, President Franklin D. Roosevelt created Kings Canyon National Park. These two parks in East Central California are contiguous and have been administered jointly since the 1940s. The most recognizable features in the parks are the giant sequoia trees, the largest trees in the world. The General Sherman tree, the largest tree in the world by volume, measures a whopping 52,508 cubic feet and is one of the top attractions in California. Other residents of the parks include abundant and markedly diverse wildlife thanks to the park's range of elevations and habitats. There are many ways to explore Sequoia and Kings Canyon, including from below and above. A guided tour of Crystal Cave, where visitors can see a prime example of a marble cavern, is available. Sweeping vistas can be found atop large granite domes such as Morro Rock, which rises thousands of feet and can be accessed via a 350-step staircase.